Chevy life. And Mr. Radio Man, won't you turn that up?
Hey, welcome to Single on a Saturday Night Relationship Talk Show. And I want to stress this, you do not have to be single, because most of us not really single for real anyway. We just fake single. Anyway, single, married, whatever it is, situationship, relationship, you are welcome right here at TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ave, every fourth Saturday. And I am Shelly Williams, and once again, I'm single, never been married, no children. Damn, kind of sound lonely, right?
Yeah.
But and presently dating.
Dating and demand.
Say it again. Say it loud to be proud.
I don't know.
We're going to talk about it.
Wait a minute. That was last month. I'm not sure if I'm in the same relationship this month. Wait a minute.
Yo, she out of...
It's a question mark this month.
It's an exclamation point. It's an exclamation point. You see she wearing that bright red today, right? Holla at your homie.
That's because, just make sure.
Ain't no appetite.
I'm not lonely.
Valentine's Day is next month.
Anyway, so I'm going to pass it down to my right. How about we go to the right?
What's going on, family? It's your big homie, T.C. Caldwell, PKA Stormy Weathers, all-around Renaissance man. I'm a single, never been married, father of a few princesses, and mentor to thousands of Philadelphia youth. And like I said, I'm a Renaissance man, because if I can't do it, baby, it probably can't be done.
You're going to learn today. You're going to learn today.
You're going to learn today, yeah?
That's right. You got Mr. Goodnight here, college professor. I spent all my years, in that public school system doing things. Still working with them, though. 7th graders up at there are single, 2 daughters. But I got a nice quality young woman in my life. Good to go. Can't complain. Can't complain.
We done stepped over a little bit. We got a quality. We done announced.
That's right. Can't complain.
Listen, we talked about it all day. We gonna talk about it.
And everything. Listen. All right. Go ahead. You can go.
Announce it. No, we can't skip you.
No, I did. I said I'm single. No, you know what I'm saying? I said all of that.
She opened it up. He was distracted.
We'll just go ahead and we're going to go down the road.
It's your boy Tiz 215, top slick hit of Philly. You already know.
That's right.
Some
That's right.
don't. You understand? You know what I'm saying? I'm in a relationship.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yes. Father of 3. 2 boys, 1 girl. You know what I'm saying? They who I do it for, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, comedian, entertainer, do it all, sing, rap, act.
In just one show?
Bomb. Yeah, do it all though, man. So I'm gonna pass it over down to my guy, Mr. Status.
This is Status, a.k.a. the Sioux, Chester, Pennsylvania representative, serial entrepreneur and executive producer of a film that we're here to talk about today. I have my beautiful family over here, and I'm excited.
There you go. There you go.
Catrice Bailey, model, parents of 3. I just do a little bit of everything, entrepreneur, and that's it.
She keep it all model.
She said she got 3 children. I'm still trying to get over that.
Single, involved, dating. What you doing?
She's single. Hold on. She's single.
I'm single.
Yeah.
It's single just, the real definition of single is just anybody who is not married, because you're not married until you got the wedding ring and you're walking down the aisle and you say, I do. That's when you're married. But even if you
That's not true.
You single until you're married.
That's not true.
What's the
I know people
application say?
who've
What's
been
the application say?
I know people who've been in a relationship for 10 years. If you've been in a relationship for 10 years and y'all ain't get married, y'all married. I don't care what you say. Common law.
That doesn't exist in Pennsylvania anymore.
But when it comes down to the I or the R and the S, it has the application single, married. You got to put single.
Regardless, if I'm in IRS trouble and you my woman, regardless if we married or not, my troubles is your troubles.
Well, y'all better ask.
Babe, I need help. Help me.
You better ask
10
Donald
years
Trump
in help.
about that.
Hold on.
You better ask Donald Trump then.
But in that situation, though, she could throw. If she was like that, she could throw that past you, like, brother, you're on your own.
That's the old America.
Yeah, that's the old America.
10 years, you might really love
That's the old
somebody.
America, not the Donald Trump America.
Exactly.
Remember
I ain't
that.
going down.
He know it, but I'm riding with you, fam. I feel you.
Y'all just trying to force me to marriage. That's all. I
No.
understand.
Oh, you trying to say
There's
somebody
no
10 years?
pressure
No.
There's no pressure here. You put all the pressure on yourself, Playboy.
I'm just saying. Look, you look.
We riding with you.
All right, cool. I just had to make sure. I just had to make sure that's all.
Why it seems like when I'm trying to roll with the brother, somebody want to jump out the boat? No, I'm staying there, keep rowing, fam.
Oh, I don't not swim, so I'm staying on.
My man.
I ain't jumping. I don't even not swim.
There you go. So what we're going to do today is get into this topic, right?
Let's get it.
We have a social media movie, but the ongoing theme of that one is the character, right?
Somebody's wife got slept with.
Somebody, no, not wife yet. They were just, not just. I don't want to put a jest on that. Engaged is beautiful,
Because
right?
it might have been 10 years in.
He was about to propose.
So he was about to propose, and he comes home, right? And finds his intended with someone in the bedroom.
And that someone was actually Stat. He was the one that was actually doing it. Yeah, Status was in the movie.
The bus is rolling.
If you watch it like
reacting,
closer
it was
to the end in the flashback, if you see his face, like his facial expressions, like
That was my cameo.
it was
on
it was
It was your cameo.
Yeah.
So
It was
the
Status.
executive producer comes behind. He does it.
Yeah.
He does the
That's what he
role.
do.
All up in the movie.
The role for life.
All up in the movie, in the bed,
That's all right.
with the woman.
That's okay. But with that said, we're going to go down the line. We're going to really talk about the movie in a minute, but we're really going to go with that topic. What would you do if you caught your mate, boinky, 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 with someone when they came home? You boinky, boinky, you come home, you sign it. What would you do? I want to know. Patrice. She like,
Ladies before gentlemen.
I'm going to go. I started
Go ahead,
this
look.
first. Katrice, what would you do? You come home, you find
Your man just bombing
your
something down.
man is just, with somebody else.
I'm snapping.
Snapping.
But hold on.
His
But
behind
hold
and
on.
I'm whipping her.
On top of that, he doing shit he ain't even do to you before. Like he in there, he got her upside down. They on the ceiling.
I can't.
Really, they doing all that?
Everything. What you gonna do?
So how long you gonna wait? You gonna look and watch all that? But
No, nobody's watching nothing. I'm snapping.
you snapping?
Yes, I'm going in.
What you gonna do?
You remember that movie with the one
Why
that
Did I
always
Get
says I'm
Married?
from Camden? Yup.
Why did I get married with?
She better hope I don't got a gun in the thing and up in the shelf, cause
gonna
I'm
shoot
popping.
You popping like
Yes,
that?
I'm popping.
I don't know. Okay, we're gonna come back to yours since you in the movie because I know y'all probably gonna talk. I'm gonna say that for last. So go ahead. Your wife, Aaron, your intended.
My intended.
You love her. You about to ask her to marry you.
That means my heart, the world has shifted because I've asked somebody to marry me
That
after I
means-
got
yes.
my feelings hurt a couple times with that already. Heart, but let me be honest, be absolutely honest.
Absolutely honest.
If I'm that involved, I ain't got to reach in the closet because mine stay with me. So I guess 3 of us won't be here no more.
What?
Yeah. If it go that far, if it goes that far to where I'm that committed, then that means it was a whole lot of, especially coming and being and having gone through what I went through to go back to that place. That meant I changed a whole lot of my life. I changed a whole lot of things in my life to be dedicated to somebody. And click clack. Guess ain't none of us coming back.
Woo. Wow, the real consequences of doing that. You seem like you sit here pondering it, like he's sitting here like in deep thought.
Because
Did he say he's going with them?
He did say that.
You're
No.
gonna end it too? Oh, I
No.
thought-
I'm gonna be judged by 12 rather than be carried by 6.
okay, okay.
Cool.
Oh wait, okay.
I was hoping you wasn't gonna pow.
Oh no, because I need,
all right.
when I get inside, I need to understand that I'm really not that guy to be trying in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo.
Okay.
As hard as it is, especially for a man of color to get to that point of investing in somebody to marry him, the first thing I'm doing is I got to find a remote control to the TV because I'm cutting off everything because it's going to be a problem. Everything.
Yo,
cut
I feel you,
down.
bro.
But you know what? I might even bust out laughing out of just the anger of like, are you serious? Did you really knock somebody off in our bed? I'm about to invest in you.
You might feel relief, like damn.
Yeah, I was like,
I ain't gotta do
I
it.
ain't gotta do it.
Relief.
I ain't gotta do it.
You say I ain't gotta do it.
Wait a minute, I'm
man
off
gotta
the
do it.
hook.
I ain't gotta marry
That's
him.
how
My
I feel.
man.
I'm off the hook.
My man.
My man, I'm off the hook. Thank you for
Trees,
saving me.
I guess me and you, we good, Trees. She's single, y'all. Well, y'all ain't got to worry about that.
It'll take me to that movie called Adulterous. If you haven't seen Adulterous, it'll take you somewhere like that. It's hard, especially when you so deeply invested. And people say, I don't care what nobody do. Don't put your hands on them. If they don't touch you, don't touch them. The hell I will. You get touched that day. You get touched that day.
Wait a minute, like touch me, too. No. Anyway,
no,
we're
that's how
gonna.
she got in
I'm
that
gonna tell
trouble.
you my answer when we come back from a break. This is Single on a Saturday Night. When we come back, we're gonna talk more about what would you do if you found your mate in bed with someone else, and we're gonna talk more about a social media movie with Tiz and Status because I want to know what they would do. I mean, I know what the movie. We want to hear more about what the movie, but I want to know what they would do too. But anyway, let's go. Don't forget about Love and Laughter. It's a comedy show on February 15th. Oh, yep, messed it all up. February 15th, right? It's for Valentine's Day. I'm hosting it. It's comedy. So don't forget that's at Majestic Hall. You can get your tickets. Go see Ashade Events on Facebook, right? Ashade Events on Facebook. Let's go. We're coming back. Thank you. Thank you. What would you do? Think about that question out there. What would you do? What would you do?
Well, that's very real.
I felt like Cinderella.
I said, that's fiction. I dropped my hat and ran.
The whole veil comes off.
Little bit X-rated. Happy birthday, Tracy!
Hit the gas and took off.
Welcome back to Single on a Saturday night right here at TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ave. We do this every fourth Saturday. And I forgot to thank Alvina Styles for this bling. Listen, she said go over the top today. Make it pop. So she made it pop. And if you're looking for some jewelry that pops, make sure you check out alvinastyles.com. But we're going to get back into what I would do. Let me tell you, I don't feel like I've ever been that much in love. I don't feel anger like that, even though it's not happening to me right now.
Be honest.
I don't know. I don't feel it like that. I'm like, I don't want to go to jail for nobody. Like nobody is not nobody.
Who say they gotta find the bodies?
Oh.
Oh, you crazy.
Nah.
Hey, Shell.
I don't think anybody's worth going to jail for. Nobody.
And that's because I don't think you haven't experienced a situation yet where you've either been that close or been in that situation to know what it takes. And that's why I say, in my explanation, I've been to that point right there, and my heart got broken. And unfortunately, yeah, men handle it differently. When we fully invest ourselves emotionally and really like cut off the rest of the world and invest totally in you, we take that heartbreak a little differently. Now that's not saying everybody gonna go crazy, because eventually I got over it, but it still lingers to this day, because it's like, yeah, I know you're a good lady, I know you can handle that, but yeah. But so that's why I say I've been through an experience. Maybe you haven't had that experience.
No, because
don't get me wrong. Let me be clear.
Be clear.
I'm not super kill everything, can't nothing happen to me, impervious gangster. But I just know emotionally, if I myself get to that particular point with someone, and I was to walk in and see that, because that meant they know my darkest secrets, they know everything that I've been through. They know all of what my finances are. Like me being here with you and doing this, they know about everything that I'm doing sitting here. They know almost every intricate detail of my life.
I know, that's right.
And if I open that much up to you, and that's what I got to walk in on, and then you said in our bed,
Sleeping
man, I ain't got to go to the closet.
I ain't killing nobody.
Bang bang, ain't nobody here, gang.
I love myself
No,
more
I
than that.
feel you, but I have been engaged. Been through marriage counseling.
Here you go. Come on now, spill it out.
I
Come on, here you go.
understand that point. I do understand being in love to that point.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm saying, I don't believe I would be angry. I probably would cry. But I don't think I will do any physical violence, because I still love me more than I love anyone else.
Okay,
Would it be
cool.
different
Sounds
if
good.
it's somebody you know, or a strange woman, or it's the same? Would
It might be
treated the
different
same?
if it was my family member or something like that.
Oh, okay. So there's
that
protocol.
might hurt a little different.
There's stipulations.
That might hurt a little differently than if it's some random person, because that means if you're in bed with somebody, if you're doing it, that means there's nothing I could do to keep you. That means I've already put my legs up, I've already spun myself around, I've already done everything I possibly could. So that means everything I did not keep you. So I'm not going to sit here and put my life in jeopardy, my lifelong thing, to go to jail for anybody else. Love is love, but that means I didn't do enough, or there's not going to be something else out there in life you want, and there's nothing that I could have done that would have made a difference.
But if you say, baby, I make love to you, I just had sex with her.
Then you can keep having sex with her, but I won't be in this equation. I will remove myself from this equation, you dirty, rotten scoundrel. Whatever. It might be some name calling, but I am not going to kill, steal. No, I want to have my freedom. That's
right.
me.
Okay, cool.
That's just me. I want freedom.
Cool.
I love me.
We're gonna ride with
maybe
you
I
on
just
that.
love me a little too much.
Ride
That's
with you
what I'm
on
saying.
that.
So how about you?
Just
We're
please
gonna-
come
Listen,
do
ain't
it.
nothing wrong with loving yourself more than everybody else. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But if I was to walk in or my girl having sex in my house, in my bed, with another nigga,
Yeah.
I join. Fuck it. She a whore. Fuck it, we got to party or the kids. It's like, no.
No, he
It's
not.
like, no, I'm playing. All jokes aside, though, back to what you were saying, though, man. Like, honestly, like, when a female cheat, most females that cheat is like, they emotions be into it, they time be into it, they plan and they execute. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Now this topic is very rare when it comes to females because they're so perfect at what they do. Like versus a men, we just dumb when we cheat. We just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's just so easy to catch us because we don't think. We think with our, we think with this. But females, they plan on, all right, listen, so we're going to do a girlfriend. I need you to call me, act like we're going to the nunnery. But the whole time, Raheem, he going to pick me up. And then when we go here, they got a plan. You know what I'm saying? So if I walk in and see my lady doing that, it's going to hurt. You want to know why it's going to hurt? Because I'm going to feel like she care about this guy that she's doing this with. In our bed. So obviously she care about him more than she care about me because she should already know that what she's doing is wrong and it can mess up everything that we got going on. Even if we had something now that she's doing this. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, like and honestly, me and my situation, like this is my first time being in a relationship and really being in a relationship, not cheating, not talking to no other female. Because I'm honest, I'm gonna keep it real. My other relationships, I messed up because I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I was doing it, but I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready, so it's different. Versus like I look at it like it's my karma. Like now this is what I used to do to my ladies in the past, and now it's happening to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's just different though. Like, so I probably wouldn't kill nobody because honestly I got a bright future ahead of me. So I'm not going to jail.
Right? I ain't going.
I might punch on something a little bit, just a little bit, like, you know, a couple punches. But I ain't gonna kill nobody. I ain't gonna do that though. But I'll punch you though. You see, I can't back it up, but I'll punch you though.
I punch you though, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But in the movie, what was the consequence? So he did a little more than that. What was in the movie? What was the reaction?
He actually didn't retaliate at all.
He didn't retaliate to the male, or at least even to her physically,
Right.
but that what made him become the guy who he became. I'm Tyrone, and
I want to have sex with other people's wives because somebody had sex with mine.
Because I want to cause that pain
So
to
you
other
cause
people.
the pain to other people.
And also her.
And his goal was to record it, and that's how he went viral. He recorded it every time he did it, and was putting it out to hurt her. So she had to see this over and over happening again.
So now, babe, listen. So now, babe, I'm not gonna bring to your attention that I saw you cheating on me. Like, because in the movie, she didn't even know that he knew until farther down the line. You get what I'm saying? So now he just disappeared, and she just see him on the internet just having sex with wives. So she like what's going on? Like, in her head, she don't know that he know about what she did. You get what I'm saying?
But like you said, with females, we're already out. So that means if we've already, not me, let me put a disclaimer, not me. You know, some females, if you've already cheated, that means mentally and emotionally you're already out.
Right.
So
Right,
what
definitely.
makes him think now he just went and put himself in danger of all kinds of freaking diseases out there, and because she may not even be emotionally there.
Who said he wasn't strapped?
Who said he had to hit raw though?
Who said he wasn't strapped up?
I don't know. You can still
He
get
went to
some.
the nth degree on that one.
I'm just saying.
No,
when you
don't
out
say
there
that.
when you
Hey,
out
you
there
see-
doing all kinds of stuff.
Look,
Don't say that.
every man don't raw dog Jamal it, man. Every man don't raw dog Jamal it.
Raw dog Jamal.
Raw dog Jamal.
Thanks, Jamal.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Jamal.
Thank you, bro. Because I think we got to bring her into.
We definitely do because, and I said raw dog Jamal because Jamal sound like somebody that really hit everything raw. I don't even like Jamal. That's Jamal.
Oh, that's Jamal. He done hit everything.
Jamal be
Jamal
hitting
hit everything,
Jamal,
yo.
man, he nasty.
If your name is Jamal out there, we put this disclaimer. We're really not talking about.
Hold
you.
on, hashtag not real Jamals. All
Wait
right,
a minute, wait a
then.
minute. But if it don't, what's they doing? If it don't apply, don't let it fly.
Don't fly, let it fly.
Jamal sound nasty.
No, you know what? And it's funny that you said that you gave that stat because I'm like, you right. I'm thinking on the walk in, see it going down, first reaction, boom. I ain't thinking about the creep.
Yeah, definitely.
I did not think about the creep.
You gotta think about that,
because I'm
man.
a big guy, but I got some creep to me, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think I don't know.
Like I said, I'm not gonna kill nobody.
Since you wrote it, since you are the writer, listen.
Facts.
So that means you were sitting there thinking of this kind of stuff. What kind of? I want to know what you was thinking about
Now,
at the time.
now, hold
But we're
on.
gonna go to a break and come back because I want to know what you was
Yeah.
thinking about when you wrote that. That means you was intently feeling it at that
That's
moment.
not true. That's not true.
You was feeling something. You had
not true.
something going on
All right, we can-
because Tiz is the writer
listen.
of a social media movie, and we're gonna find out when we come back. But then don't forget status. I I didn't ask you what you would do. I don't know if you off the hook with that. I didn't ask you. So when we come back, I'm going to find out from status. You ready to answer? Okay, all right. We're gonna find out some real answers when we come back. We ain't forget. We just wanted to make sure. I want you to hear about the movie. A social media movie. When is it coming out? Or when is it out?
It's out now. Go get it at socialmediamovie.com. Again, it's socialmediamovie.com.
Socialmediamovie.com. Let's go. Single on a Saturday night. Thank you to AlvinaStyles.com. Thank you to Rashina Stewart of the all new Lotus Beauty Spa. Keeping my hair right. All right, let's go.
Hey everybody, my name is Sheena. I'm the creator of the Hairy Situation app. If you don't have it, download it now. You may be having a hairy situation, and I can help you with that. I provide helpful tips on how to maintain the proper cause and how to purchase the perfect hair for you. So get the app, Hairy Situation, on your Google Play or your iTunes store. Hairy Situation, download it now.
Hey, you know, we just went to this break. You know what he played? Sleeping in my bed, messing with my head. That's really what be happening, right? It be messing with your head. This emotional stuff be really messing with your head. Sometimes I be wondering, why do we get into this? Because this stuff be real emotional. It be taking you on like that song was appropriate. Emotional roller coaster. Right? Isn't that so appropriate? Emotional roller coaster. But before we get into the emotional roller coaster, what do we want to know? Come on.
We want to get emotionally into a status question about what would he do?
Interesting.
What would you do if you
Very
caught your mate?
I mean, honestly, I operate my life off of respect. So that to me, that's probably the most disrespectful thing on the planet. So walking in the door, seeing someone in my bed, not just my lady sleeping with someone, but sleeping with someone in my bed, is like I would honestly, like my brother said, I would laugh because I couldn't believe it because I operate off of respect. And this might shock people, but I would give the brother an option to leave. Yeah. He has nothing to do with this situation, so I would give him option. He's just being a man. There's no tie there. I would give him the option to leave, hoping that he doesn't take the option. I hope he doesn't take the option. But but out of respect, I'm going to give you the option. I'm just going to say, brother, just leave. Put your clothes, go ahead. And just hoping he doesn't. But if he does leave, then a conversation will happen. For me, I wouldn't overreact because I don't overreact about things like that. To me, in the society we live in right now, everybody's this way. So my expectations isn't high for people in general, not just female, but males, female, period. So nothing like that could push me over the edge and make me do anything crazy. But if it's somebody, are we talking I'm married or we're just talking?
No, you're talking about what the movie is. He was intended, he wanted to give the ring. That means he was at that point that he was so in love that he was about to. So, you know, and at that point when you're about to get a ring, that means you're really in love. That means you're not in that, you know, if you had sometimes you don't like the person and sometimes you like the person. So that means you really like the person at that moment.
You paid for the ring?
Well, honestly,
you paid for it, yeah.
It's definitely over, but I would want to have that conversation of why. Because one thing I do know is women don't cheat how men do. Some pretend to out here, but no, women are very methodical about things. So obviously it was something I'm not doing. And I would really, if I was invested in a woman enough to say, I want to marry you, I would want to know why you would do that. Because obviously, if I'm willing to take that step, I'm already showing you that I'm willing to take that step. That's not something that just comes out of nowhere. I think every woman kind of feels when a man's going to propose to them. So you already know the type of man I am. So what did I do that made it okay for you to think that was okay, especially in my home?
From women that I've talked to that have cheated on men that say they love them, say, I have love from him, but him and I haven't been intimate in a long time.
He's cheating.
Yeah. But honestly, brother, she said. I think that's fair, but I think it's deeper. One thing, if a woman sleeps with someone in your bed,
emotional. That's emotional.
That's a different level. That's the ultimate disrespect.
But we were saying it earlier. It usually comes in that sense, like the brother was saying. It comes from an emotional place. Yeah. Because they have, man, ain't nobody got nothing on a woman with a plan. And
Yeah, it's
if it goes there again, like you said, I think there's two things. Just the getting a hotel room, being out with Raheem and all that. That's one thing. But like you said, in our bed, see, y'all would laugh. I know I would laugh. But I also know what it took for me to get to that place, and that's why I'm listening and I respect, because when you said I don't get like that, I could tell that from when you were sitting over there talking before you came over. He's not an excitable kind of fella. He's exciting, but not an excitable dude. You're funny. You'll make it funny as hell while you're mad. I know he's a thing. I know Shelly how not emotionless, but she's a spiritual, passionate person. Catrice made it clear. Yo, the ends of the panel, we popping off. But it's for different reasons. But again, when women take it there, and in that sense, like you said, in our bed, man, that's from a totally differently emotional place.
Even sometimes, like far as the women's side, like back to what you were saying, like maybe you said that the female said that they wasn't intimate in a long time. Sometimes it don't necessarily mean that the guy is cheating. Sometimes it could be a problem with the female. You know what I'm saying? Like even with me, like if you got a female that's just lazy, she don't do nothing, she ain't got no drive, you paying all the bills, you doing everything, I wouldn't want to have sex with you, cause my mind, I'm doing everything. So I don't even got time for sex. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm tired. I don't got. Cause I'm doing everything. So it's like you know what I'm saying. It don't necessarily mean that the guy is cheating. So sometimes when females think that a guy is not having sex with them because they might be cheating. No, you're the problem. You know what I'm saying? You might be the problem. The female might be the problem. At the end of the day,
focus.
Definitely.
Lost focus.
Not a turn
Definitely.
on, right?
And now I'm not attracted to you no more.
Right, it's not a turn
I'm
on.
not. You know what I'm saying? Like you understand when you see a woman go get it and bring it back, or when you down and you can't hold it down, she hold it down for you. That's a turn on. Baby, we having sex tonight.
and at a certain age,
You get what I'm saying?
That's real. At a certain age,
We gonna go to the audience though. We want to hear from you, straight from the barbershop. Play. Come on now.
Hey. I feel like, personally,
Introduce yourself first.
My name is Carl, a.k.a. Short Sleeve Carly on Instagram. I'm a father of 3. I'm a married man. My wife was just sitting behind me. She better go order some food. So I feel comfortable speaking now about she's not here. But you know, to answer that question, I don't know. I feel like I almost would cry, you know? I don't think no man on this panel has said cry. I would probably cry. Because I know we kind of like want to be tough, and I don't think none of us has said the word cry yet, you know? And I would just be brokenhearted because I love hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a rugged, thuggish kind of guy. So when I love you and you do something like that, it don't have to be in my bed. Now, our bed could be in anybody's bed. I just feel like women are more emotional creatures than us. And if you allow to give yourself away to somebody, no matter where you were in this world, I'm hurt times 10, no matter where you are. So I try to live my life where I'm as faithful. You know, I'm not as faithful. I am faithful. See? Told you I feel comfortable.
well, you can be uncomfortable a little bit because she on that side.
Oh, so she right there.
She right there.
So I make sure I live, you know, a faithful life. I make sure I show my daughters what a man should be to his woman. That way they know what to look up to. They know who to look forward to in their lives as they get older. So that's just how I try to, you know, maneuver through my relationship.
That was beautiful, bro.
That's a good
That was beautiful.
You ready?
Because when you said the cry part, she wasn't
was
there.
good.
So you was good. You was good, money.
See, y'all gotta understand. He went last, so he had time to think. He said that.
Wait a minute.
I'm about to kill him.
He
I'm
had
about to
time
kill
to
him.
think, and then he knows his wife here, so you know he had to make sure that.
He said cry.
No,
he said emotional.
No,
He said
he meant
shoot.
it. He meant that, man. He meant that, man.
But I did say cry first. I got emotions.
He made a good.
He said the fellas.
You made a good point about the emotion.
Women cry.
That emotion part is like, I guess women don't understand. For a man to even get to the point emotionally, it takes so much out of us to be there. And then to be brokenhearted and even is just disappointed. Like, are you serious?
Right.
Did this really just happen when I know who I am as a man, have gotten to this point, and you just basically dismissed it by being extremely disrespectful, putting yourself in a position where I could come at any moment and see this, and now I feel somewhat damaged from that point on,
Crushed, totally crushed.
where my belief in a quality, solid relationship has diminished. Like, I don't even want one no more.
Right.
Right. For me, I would say my strength in that situation coming from and the way I would deal with this because I have cried before. I've been a horrible relationship. I was bad to her, she was bad to me. We were younger, and we treated each other horribly. I'm talking about in each other's face, cheating on each other. Like, who cares? You heard about it. And one of those things is that woman broke my heart so that no one else can really break my heart. And this wall is still up on me at 34 years old. I still have this wall up. So for me, I don't have a high expectation for human beings. And that just doesn't just deal with relationships, just people, period. I feel people fail people. And the problem is the only person I look to is God. That's the only person I have faith with is the higher power. So human beings are flawed. We all are, including myself. So there's nothing no one could do to me that I wouldn't expect now at this point in life. And that's where my strength comes from. So I couldn't cry because I really would think it was humorous. Like I would find it humorous. Yeah.
I cried, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I cried.
Was that your first
I cried.
ordeal?
Honestly, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna snap. I'm like, that's crazy.
He gonna hit all the plethora
I'm
of
gonna walk
emotions.
away after I snap. Come back, snap again, and leave, then cry. I'm doing everything.
Ask her if she wants something to eat.
Do you think it comes from mate selection? Because sometimes people might pick the wrong mate initially, and some of those signs may be there, and then something happens that triggers that brokenness, and then that person might be, something might have triggered inside that person to cheat and disrespect that person. But sometimes the signs are initially there.
And for that, I agree, because that was, I think it was a part of the conversation where we said, when the brother said, if she didn't do this and do this and do that, I'm not interested in having sex with you. I'm not interested in being bothered with you if you don't have any drive, if you don't have any family structure, if you cuss or smoke. Some people like smokers. I don't like people that smoke. I don't like people that drink crazily. But the drinking thing comes from a family issue. That's an issue in my family is alcoholism. But I think also that has to do with mate maintenance. Even if you pick the wrong person over the course of time, you should learn to find out what the things are that you like and don't like. Can you discuss these things? Can I tell you what I don't like when you do something that bothers me and you not get offended? Because I know I'm doing something to piss you off and I like to know what it is so I can change it if this is going to work. Some folks don't do maintenance after they do that choosing.
One thing that I said, and women really, really need to understand, as men, we know there are women we will mess with and women we will invest in.
Facts.
We know that early. Now, getting to the point of making you a permanent investment is going to take time with us getting ourselves together, filling you out, all those things. When we get to that point where we see you as an investment, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. But a lot of women don't know if they are mess with or invest with kind of woman. And if you look back at your history of who you dated, you got to ask yourself that question. Did the men that date me, did they look at me as a woman I dated was mess with or somebody would invest in? And if this man who has put this time, this energy, and all this investment in you, and he's letting you know he's going to that next level with you, and you mess that up, it's hard to get that. Because men, it is extremely hard for us to get to that level.
My I have two-tier answer to that or response. First thing is, I think all of our problem is when we meet a person, we put our best foot forward. We don't leave room for people to know the true us. Like with me, I try to always give people, I call them the evils. I try to show the negative side of me early, so you have a conscious response of how to deal with me. But most people put their best foot forward, and then they become this other person when you get in. So I think that's the real you. And that's why I think people fall out of love easy. That's why people are swayed easy, because they're constantly chasing that high that they got from you when you first got together. So I think people need to do more of revealing who they are, being unapologetically honest. And that's the problem. We don't want to do that. We hide certain ways we are. We put this facade up, and then the person falls in love with the facade, and then they get with you for a long period of time, and it goes away. So the passion goes away.
And that's dicey too, because I get chopped up for being honest from the door. I feel you though, but you're right, because some people don't want to accept the honest truth from the beginning. No, I'm not looking for anything serious right now, but let's spend time. Let's see where it goes. These aren't my interests. These are.
But I mean, when you say the wrong person, there's no way of telling you have the wrong person. Like you said, when you see, like, I'm glad that said, sometimes that bad stuff, you have to, it's everybody comes with some bad stuff. Even me, if I look in the mirror, you know, never say you never look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, there's some bad stuff. And it's not that I am a bad person or I'm the wrong one. I just come with a whole lot of stuff, and this person comes with a lot of stuff, and you don't know whether, you know, you have to make a decision. I think it's a choice. I think we make a choice to say, I take your bad stuff and I add your bad stuff and we put it in this pot and we got a whole bunch of bad stuff, but I choose this because I have to make a choice. You make a choice because everybody's going to come up with a bunch of stuff.
And the last thing, Shelly, too, is that people got to be honest. Sometimes a relationship has just exhausted itself. It's only meant to go to a certain point. It's not after you've already gone through college, established yourself, got a career, working, bought a home, and all of that. At any period of your life, involvement with somebody could seriously just exhaust itself. You can't look at everything as a failure. It's just that, you know what, with this person, it ran its course.
Sometimes,
and we realized that.
I used to think like how back in the day, like in my grandma generation, they used to be together for 20 years, 30 years, and relationships only last year. And I feel as though like that comes with us having the type. Back to what you were saying, like we found out afterwards that this person is not what we really need because we with this person for a specific type. The same thing is like if you like a light skinned guy who's street and hood and stuff like that, but at the end of the day he treats you wrong, so you leave him but you got this type, so you go find another guy who's do the same thing to him and he treats you the same way. The reason why you still in that situation you in because you got this specific type that's not right for you. You get what I'm saying? So versus like you just not being judgmental and just letting it naturally happen. Like, because my relationship that I'm in right now, like I've been on and off for 3 years. I never made her my girlfriend. I had girlfriends in between of us talking, and that's because I had a type. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes when you just go with the flow, the ones that you say, oh no, they're not for me, 9 times out of 10, they everything that you really need. But you pushing them away, you're not going to witness that because you got this type.
You got this type.
You get what I'm saying? But this type is not good for you at all.
That's maintenance. But that's maintenance.
But the one that you think is not good for you, oh no, she's not my type because her feet too big, or she's not my type because her hair not long enough.
Mm-hmm.
But she fit everything else that you need on that list. You get what I'm saying? She gonna love you the long way, bro. It's gonna be genuine, and that's gonna be that back in the day, grandma, 20-year relationship.
That's what we need. Some 20 years. Go.
Sure. I'm gonna agree with what he just said because in my past I've been trying to deal with relationships, and what a lot of us do is we try to manipulate it in the beginning. Like you said, we show them what we want them to see, and we try to hide all our secrets. And communication is the major key in any relationship, and it's major in the beginning, and especially about thinking that you want something because the woman sitting behind me, next to me, I would have never known 2 years ago that I would pick a woman like that because I would have never known that I want a woman that's taller than me. Dark skin, I thought I liked light skinned, busty women. And guess what? This woman gave me everything that I never knew I needed.
Exactly.
And she got them beautiful brown eyes. I was telling her she got them beautiful brown eyes. But we're gonna go to a break and we're gonna as a matter of fact, we're gonna keep this show, we're gonna go to the next show. We done spilled over into the next show. So what we're gonna do is take an emotional break and come back.
To the next episode.
We're gonna take an emotional break and come back in the next episode, and we're gonna keep it going because I think we don't got too more emotional, more choked up. Because I definitely want to meet your children. I want your children to come on because your children are awesome and amazing. So we're gonna go. And we have Starling Bay. She's gonna perform. She got a song just for this topic. So we're gonna hear her perform. So we're gonna go and we're gonna come back. This is the next episode by this point, right? Next episode? Yes. Boom.
Wow, so we say thank you for having me. Us.